else?
Got them all. 10 other mothers. Gerard paid each mother 20 grand to rent those babies.
Good job.
They making you see the shrink?
Yeah.
You been there?
Not yet.
I thought I was okay too when I shot that guy. That even a lowlife like Kendall's gonna stay with you.
I gotta get home. Thanks.
How long's that sandwich been sitting there?
I got busy. It's all yours.
Sleeping?
Sexually based offenses are considered especially heinous. In New York City, the dedicated detectives who investigate these vicious felonies are members of an elite squad known as the Special Victims Unit. These are their stories.
What'd she say?
Miles won't budge. Payment's tomorrow. So if you can post bond, you only be in the tunes for the night.
What do you think they'll ask for?
Probably more than you got.
What if I can't make bail?
Then you go to Rikers to your trial.
Just let me talk to Mrs. Parks. I'll try to make her understand.
It's not gonna help. She's on fire. She wants you to pay for what you did to her daughter.
I love Sarah. Look, she's pregnant and I want to marry her.
She was 15 when you took her to bed. You're 21. In case you haven't heard, there's laws against that.
So there's nothing I can do.
Serve your time. If you're lucky, you'll be out in 18 months.
Gentlemen, your stay here is short, but it will feel like a lifetime if you make trouble. I will not listen to pleas of innocence, police brutality, entrapment, or evidence tampering. Save it for legal aid. You'll be fingerprinted, photographed, cavity searched, and assigned.
Where's the crime scene?
Block H.
Where's the crime scene?
Block H. The ME's with the body. One of the detectives interrogating the cellmates.
How many prisoners did you move?
10. We only cleared the flanking cell.
Okay, I need their names and their sheets.
Yes, ma'am.
Where's your partner? He's at a VICAP seminar making nice with the feds. What's his story? Sodomized with a foreign object. Bled out it.
I said hi.
I won't repeat what he said to me.
They hurt your feelings?
He's Dominican.
They're animals. You gotta temper yourself, Ortega. 3 domestic disturbance calls in the last 2 weeks, and the last one, you knifed your lover.
He hit me first.
How's he look?
Ortega claims Torres wanted nothing to do with him because he was gay.
Given the jailhouse routine, not many people had access.
Ways around the system if you got a fever to rack up Dominican bodies.
Thinking this is Mexicans against Dominicans?
It's easier to get got on the inside. Know where to run. Mexicans transport the drugs, Dominicans distribute, everybody just wants a bigger piece.
Which is why we computerized our tracking system to keep them apart.
But it doesn't always work.
No system is foolproof.
Any Mexicans waiting for court transfer?
3, but they're all in different cell blocks.
Any chance they had access to our victim?
I don't see how, since inmate movements are restricted. Torres didn't move from his cell at all.
He went to the infirmary.
Right after the processing, then he was assigned a cell and locked down. Hold on, I spoke too soon. Hector Ramirez went to the infirmary complaining about a bad tooth.
Was he escorted to the nurse while Torres was there?
Their visits overlapped, I'm sorry.
What's Ramirez in for?
Murder, what else? I'll have...
You think it's funny?
Yeah, Puerca, laugh a minute.
Well, how's this for a punchline? You don't cooperate with us, and I will make it my business to have the guards house you in cell block B.
If you're Mexican, this is easy.
alone. Yeah, if you make it up.
We didn't have to. We checked your prison records. Seems you get off forcing your fellow inmates to bend over.
Would you reckon with Hector something real handy in the infirmary, like a mop or a broom?
I only went up there to get next to the nurse. Got a long bit this time. I won't be seeing ladies for a while.
What makes you think that the nurse would even talk to you?
If she had been by herself, I would have made her do more than just talk.
I knew he was lying right away. He had no abscesses, no redness or swelling.
Was Hector Ramirez ever left alone with the victim?
No, he spent the entire time harassing me.
What was wrong with Torres?
I had no idea he had a serious injury. When he came in for vomiting, I checked his vitals. He had a slight fever. I thought he had a flu, so I gave him some Pepto. He said he felt better.
Who escorted him?
An intake guard, Nathan Duarte. And he seemed pretty steamed, too. Not that I blame him.
What was he mad about?
Torres was calling him some ugly names. Homo, faggot, pillow. You get the gist.
Guard's gotta be thick-skinned.
Except for Nathan, another guard just outed him not too long ago.
How long was Torres here? Showers straight from the infirmary?
Yeah. Puked all over him after he left the nurse.
Was anyone else in the shower when he got there?
What's this about? Mr. Christopher. Why are you looking for my husband, Detective? Chris? Police.
How can I help you?
Why don't we kick us out of the hallway? Come inside.
It'd probably be best if we could speak with you privately, Mr. Herbert.
What about?
Nathan Duarte.
Chris?
I'll just be a minute. It's client privilege. What kind of trouble is he in?
We just need to verify his whereabouts last night. Rectum. Foreign object was introduced with such force that it put a hole in his colon. How much time would it have taken to bleed out? Hours. Blood clot at the site held for a while, until it blew.
So you're saying the attack didn't happen at the tomb?
Doesn't seem likely.
The nurse and the guard said he was sick at the intake desk.
I found evidence of peritonitis. An infection like that will cause nausea, vomiting, and a temperature spike. Liver temp was 96, TOD was 4 hours earlier, so he had a 101-degree fever.
So he arrived at the tombs before midnight and was dead by 4 a.m., 5 the latest.
He was bleeding internally before he got transferred. The cop must have sodomized him inside the precinct.
Are we sure our perp is a cop? I mean, maybe his injuries occurred prior to his arrest.
Well, 61 says that Carlos Torres was arrested at 8 p.m. He didn't arrive at the tombs until around midnight.
He was sick when he got there. He went to the nurse, the showers, then to bed, never woke up.
Where was he processed?
2-9.
Who are the arresting officers?
Les Cooper and Randall Brandt.
I'll have their jackets pulled. John Royce is the commanding officer. See him first, and I'll tell him you're on your way.
Right.
Logbook for the day shows the column was routine. Torres was cuffed at 8, transported around 11:30.
3.5 hours your average booking time?
Depends on the arrest. It's pretty straightforward, though, even though he resisted and assaulted one of my men.
Who was that?
Luke Edmonds. He was put out on medical right after the parole. He'll be out the rest of the week.
Was it serious?
Took a blow to the head.
What can you tell us about the arresting officers?
Pretty straight up cops. Brent's a rookie, so the jury's still out. Cooper gets the job done.
Not always the way you like it.
Coop's a little free with his hands.
This precinct's right in the center of drug turf. Sometimes you gotta flex on the players to get their attention.
Not my precinct.
Where are Cooper and Grant now?
Sector caught Charlie. I like to avoid taking him out of rotation while I'm shorthanded.
Officer Grant, how you doing? Detective Benson, Tutuola? Can we talk to you guys for a minute?
What can we do for you?
What can you tell us about Carlos Torres?
Threw him in the back of the blue light, put the bracelets on him, headed to the house.
You guys make any stops?
Oh, we didn't have time to tune him up, if that's what you're thinking. Call came in at 7, booking started at 8. Took that long to control the scene. It's a real problem, that place.
Dominicans and Mexicans ever mix it up in here?
Not inside. All players are welcome here. The club's a safe haven.
As far as I heard, there's no such thing between Mexicans and Dominicans.
That's where you're wrong, Detective. Even